Yo, what up, guys? So, I did some psychedelics at the beginning of this year.
Welcome to the Better Man Podcast with Ivan and Sumed. This podcast is all about how to be an optimal, conscious male in today's society. Join Ivan and Sumed as they go deep into the rabbit hole of personal growth, mindset, social dynamics, and spirituality. Are you ready to be a better man?
And basically, when you look at yourself in the mirror and you have a profound, shifting experience. So, basically, I was looking at myself in the mirror and basically I was seeing my higher self, my ideal self. It was still me, but it was forming around the edges of my face, like kind of, golden ratioing everything up. And it was just a very, very interesting experience, man. And it couldn't have been at a better time because, 2021 is the year of embodiments of the higher self, of the best self. And the last year was all about releasing old stories and the past and emotional release, basically. Because it was the Pisces age, right? Pisces are very emotional. Aquarians are very humanitarian and want to change stuff up.
It was
So
definitely a very emotional last year,
yeah, it was
to say the least.
to say the least. Yeah, yeah, it was
Yeah,
very emotional.
my beginning of my year was definitely like spending with my family in Mexico, and we were like just going. It was just like crazy, and a lot of shit came out. Shit that we needed to talk about. We talked about it, and yeah, I definitely think my connection with my family is improving.
Mm,
Um,
that's
but
huge.
I'm feeling like I guess I'm acknowledging this depressed energy, right? I'm acknowledging this depressed energy that's like, oh, nothing matters, right? And really not caring about anything, and like just, that act of not caring about anything. It's depression, bro. It's depression. I think we have to care again. We should at least try to care,
Would you
right?
say would you say it's depression or is it anxiety? Because not anxiety, I mean apathy.
It's apathy.
Because
It's apathy.
yeah, because depression, the thing about depression is we can't really spot it in the brain, right? Like we can't say that, oh, this person is depressed, have them do a bunch of tests. It's all based on symptoms. So are you, sleeping patterns messed up, eating patterns messed up, you know um like yeah. Then it's I think, what are some of the other ones? um
um, I don't know. I'm not
not
meditating.
finding interest in the same things, not finding, like,
Hmm.
things that you would do earlier you would find interest in, you're not finding the same interest.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah, that's depression. I've been through that a lot of times. So I know what that's like. And I come in and out of it sometimes, but it's it helps us to search the inner world for stuff. We become you know a bit of a heat-seeking missile, for the insecurity or the root cause, or what's really going on. So it's shadow work that is required, during the deep rest, which is, you need deep rest. Basically, when you're depressed, you need to rest. You need to go more inwards.
Yeah, well, definitely been sleeping a lot. Been sleeping a whole lot, and I don't know. I feel like um, I want to be out there. You know, I want to be out there. I want to be creating,
Yeah.
but I can't be bothered to create. Hmm.
But what is the thought that is, related to that? Like, it's just like, what's the point? That kind of thought. Like,
I guess since I'm still learning more about myself, I really don't. I really don't want to work.
yeah,
I just wanted to explore myself, but I need money. I don't. I don't like that I would need money.
right. Yeah. I don't
Yeah.
like that this matrix is run by this thing called money. Like,
Yeah.
damn,
Like, come on.
what
Like,
the
could we not exchange like love for food or some shit?
hell? Yeah, yeah,
I'll
man.
give
I
you a
mean, there.
hug. You give me a hot dog. Like you give me you give me a taco. I'll give you a hug. Like
Give me a taco. Give me hugs for tacos. That's your NGO. That's your non-governmental organization. Hugs for tacos. Yeah, man. I think that there are different types of currency. There's
Mhm.
like emotional currency, spiritual currency, mental currency. But I think that in general, people use money because it's just the most easiest thing to
It is.
understand,
It is. It is, bro.
like
Like,
on the
mm,
on the whole scale of things, right?
you know.
And now we're slowly moving into crypto, which gets
Mm,
even more complex on how things are going to happen around here. But again, it's another form of the same thing.
which, by the way, you should buy some. You should
Yeah,
buy some Ethereum and some Bitcoin
Ethereum
because
as well.
it's a good time. Yeah, 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 for sure, for sure. Ethereum has grown more than Bitcoin in the
Nice.
past few, like years. Basically, the whole like the blockchain is built on the Ethereum network, right? But Bitcoin
Yeah,
is like just more popular. But it's yeah, it's had more time. Um, it's got a lot of publicity. But both of them, Bitcoin, Litecoin, and if you're really interested, there's another one called Compound. But right now is a really good time to get in there. Right now,
nice,
right now,
nice.
especially because um, the governments are always printing more money. So every time they print more money, and Joe Biden's about to do it, the Bitcoin's gonna go up. Just make because basically the world is being run on the dollar, but the dollar is getting weakened, right?
Yeah.
I
And the
think.
thing about like
Mhm.
contactless pay, right? Like, I think these apps are also gonna flourish, like Google Pay, Paytm here, Paytm, PayPal, all these kinds of like Apple Pay, like those kinds of things
Mhm.
are gonna thrive because of the contactless.
Yeah, yeah, we have to start thinking differently.
Yeah,
Because technology is just is doing shit that we didn't think was gonna happen. Like back then, you'd be like, oh, you know, go to college, get and then as soon because I got a degree, it gets you the job and stuff like that. But now, your fucking job's getting replaced by somebody across the country, like because it's more accessible through the internet. Like you could be a graphic designer or whatever. Like, back then, even dentistry, bro. Like it's expanding. Like it's going past um all jobs. Your job's not safe. That's basically that. Your job's not safe. Like we go to Mexico for our dentist. Like dentists here we have not. I don't think I've ever paid a dentist in America my entire life, bro. Like I always go to Mexico and I would give my money over there because it's a bit cheaper, right? It's just like it's outsourcing, bro.
yeah, yeah. I see that. Yeah, the job definitely isn't safe. Like because the way that jobs are being handled is changing. Like things are moving digitally. People are doing things. They're requiring less staff, or they have to lay off people. So it's like this is a time of job innovation. Where people have got to start to create their own trademark or their own job. Not so much entrepreneurship, but even
Hmm.
just like controlling. their own league or their own kind of niches. Even I think new niches will be born out of this
Mm-hmm.
time,
Mm-hmm.
because I mean, why not invent your own lane and just be the trailblazer in that lane rather than following like this predetermined path that's already been set? Why not be the explorer? My individualist.org thing was, first it was outcast, not outcast, outlaw, and then it was explorer. So I became, from the rebel, I became like Indiana Jones almost. Like first I was like Zorro, right? Like I was just like the vigilante type, like fighting. But then my archetype profile became more of like the person, exploring the world, like the adventure of it. And that's how my character changed over time too. I went from creative to perspective in my strengths as well. So I think that for people who want to really get a better life, they have to ask themselves, what is my character? And you had a video about this. You were talking about like, you know, what is my identity, right? Like if I want to change something, I don't got to change the external world and try all these different things. I've got to change my identity, which is with me, you know, the long run, in the long run. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I said, is it really confidence or is it just your identity?
Identity. Yeah. 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 Word.
Because we're usually not thinking like, or like, let's just say we see somebody do something successfully. They look confident because they're calm, not because they want to be confident. Their goal is not to be confident. Their goal is to get their objective, right? So they're not thinking, oh, something bad might happen. Da, 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 da. No, they're focused on their objective. They're not thinking about, oh, did I leave the stove on? No, they're focused on their objective, right? So we can see that you lack confidence if you're gonna go and talk to somebody, but in your head you're thinking, oh, I'm scared to talk to them, right? But just confidence is just like, oh, I'm gonna go talk to them. It's not even thinking like you're adding more words to it and it's making you more worried. You're adding more shit to it. You just stop thinking, please. You're thinking too
Yeah.
much. You think you can think your way out of this. No, stop thinking. Use your instincts.
It's just how we can think. We think that we can think our way out of something. We can also change our thoughts by overriding the machine almost. So I've noticed like at times where I'm like, my brain is like, no, I don't want to do this, whatever, blah, blah, blah. It goes into that negative spiral. I constantly like pummel my brain with positivity so that it balances itself out in the equilibrium. Like almost like there's a neutrality, right? So if my brain goes negative, I have to seesaw it upwards. So I give myself so much positive, or even push in the sense of like, you know, like, what the fuck are you doing? Why aren't you doing this? Blah blah blah. Like it could be even sometimes a push in terms of a like a drill sergeant push, but that still gives me back that momentum again because I'm maintaining the sine wave of life, right? Because life goes like this. It's like a wave. So if you're going down, it's like there's gonna be a time where you're gonna go up again. And so it's like riding the wave, like being a surfer
Uh,
of life.
yeah. I hear what you're saying. It's just like shit. Everything goes up, comes down, goes up, comes down. It's like
Yeah.
Bitcoin. It's like the stock market.
It's like the
It's like
stock market,
everything.
yeah, word.
It's like everything, right? But in the end, it always ends up on top. In the end, if
Yeah,
you
in
look
the
at the
end
long
everything's
run,
okay.
if
Yeah,
you look at
yeah.
the
In the end
long
everything.
run, it's on top. If you look at the long run, if you look at the past 10, don't look at the moment by moment. Just say how much growth has there been in the past 10 years, and whatever challenges come up, it's like, okay, great, that's fine. I knew some shit was gonna happen anyway. Like, I didn't think it was
Yeah.
gonna be a smooth fucking ride.
Yeah, like the millennials and the Gen Zs listening to this, I mean, it's difficult to be patient, because of so much digital overwhelm.
This is the devil
However,
speaking. Superman is a reptilian. It is fucking reptilian eyes. Show us your reptilian eyes.
Bro, I'm not a reptilian. The so-called leader of the country, who's gonna be the leader, looks reptilian. Have you ever seen Biden's like beady little eyes? Like, if you just look into them, you just know that there's something weird happening there.
He's a
Like,
fucking psycho. Psycho with power.
because they say that the eyes are the windows to the soul, right?
Windows.
I can't hear you, bro. I actually can't hear you when you whisper that low.
Soul. Whisper.
But yeah, so in this podcast we were gonna talk about like how we've been thriving through the chaos of the times, basically, because it has been pretty chaotic. And
we'll talk about how we've been losing too.
yeah,
I lost my virginity last week. She was crazy, bro. Because you know when the family gets together and the grandmas get excited, you know. Like it was like my cousin's grandma, so it's all right. It's like we weren't related. We weren't really, it was just a grandma that was chilling at my house. But you never wanted to smash like a hot ass grandma,
No, very rarely.
Like a vegan, like she's vegan, you know what I mean? So she looks like she's like 50 and not 92,
Yeah, I mean,
damn, bro.
I don't think if I was fishing, I wouldn't cast a net to the 92-year-old vegan grandma.
I just do it because like they pay my bills. Let's be honest.
So you tell them like you could be my sugar mommy.
They're the ones that sponsored this podcast. So I want to give a quick shout out to our sponsors.
Shout out to the sugar mommies.
Sugar Mama Over 92 program. This is an app where you can download with and get with married old women that are about to die. And
so you're married as well. Shit. Congratulations.
Yeah, you marry them like while they're on their deathbed, and like everything just transfers to you as soon as they die. It's a pretty clever move.
Dang. I don't know if that's genius or diabolical or both. Probably both.
It's diabolically genius, bro.
Yeah.
It's not a bad idea though. Like, I mean,
yeah.
Bro, I remember one time in college, everybody one time in college, someone was like, "Hey, what if we do like some credit card scamming, bro? Like, I feel like we can make some good money." But like, he was like serious about it. And I was like, "Oh my god, somebody showing me his dark side." Do you remember that? Do you remember when you fucking said that to him? You psycho.
What did I say?
You said that we should do scamming, like credit card scamming over the phone. You're like, we can make some good money.
Nah, I don't remember that.
Remember, bro, we were like right outside the buildings and shit. We're about to like blaze. Hey, bro, you want to fuck this motherfucker? All right, yeah, I got a 22. We pre-roll you, we put them out and shit. Do you guys want to know? Do you guys want to know? Comment in the chat right now. Comment in the chat if you guys want to hear me and Sumed's how we met. Hey, man. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Okay. Oh, Julia. Hey, yeah. That's what's up. Oh, Margot. I fuck with that, bro. I fuck with that. Okay. It looks like, okay. 1, 2, 3.
I think Brian's one is the closest one.
Closest
to how we met.
To dying.
To dying, bro. We're going to snipe you.
How did we meet?
Yeah, I remember how we met. We met at that in the underground bar of the.
For real?
Yeah, the underground bar of UEL. Well, that's where I saw you first, because I remember.
Oh, it's like a story.
Yeah. That's where I first saw you, and I was just chilling at that bar. I remember the drink there was called Snake Bite. Everybody had that drink. It was like cider with beer. It was kind of bad, but everybody was drinking it, and it would get you turned, and it was really cheap, So everybody would get it. It's called Snake Bite. Anyway, you came in with a cowboy hat. You were playing I think you're playing pool or billiards, or maybe we met near the pool table. Um, and I think you were also with Tanya at the time. Like you two walked in together.
And the bitch was fine, bro. I'm fucking up. I'm fucking
Yeah, yeah,
upset that I didn't smash, bro. I didn't, I was just, I was, de- I was, all I could say is I was depressed, bro. All I could say is I
yeah.
was fucking depressed, bro. That's it. All right. End of story.
And the story.
And not my story, but not your story
Yeah,
continues.
but yeah, you guys walked in, so I remember saying hi to you there initially, but I don't know how we met later and how our friendship grew more. I think it was near the flats, or how we would like, I think we would notice that we would do creative things or like really savage things. and, and we just decided to collaborate one day, I think.
Ahmed too. I remember Ahmed. I think was the
Ahmed,
one that
yeah.
introduced me. I had seen him or
Yeah.
I'd spoken to him, and then I was like, "Hey, bro," and then he came, and then you were there. Yeah, 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 yeah. We were by the dog, and I was like, I was by outside the yellow building, red
Mm.
bridge. Fucking, I call it the ironic building. This is fucking yellow, and they call it a red bridge.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
And there was two
That-
trees outside, right? And there's a bench, two benches.
yeah, yeah.
And then you and Ahmed came, and that's how I met you. I'm pretty sure you're wearing like one of those like jackets that are like they're like shiny. They look silky. Probably had
Yeah,
like
yeah.
tigers some shit. Yeah, it was like a green jacket, right? And
Oh,
then
yeah, yeah.
and you wear some like some space pants, brown, and like some boots, some like Travis Scott boots. No, no,
James
no.
Evans. Yeah.
Moon
Yo, my
boots.
London, my East London style was actually really wild. I was taking little elements of everything and like trying to merge and create my character there. Cause the one,
Dude, cause,
same,
cause,
yeah,
cause the style in London is like fucking spectacular.
yeah, yeah. It is. It really is. Like Top Man and all those stores, they just have really good like variety of stuff. When I was in the US, I was more of like, let's say, Burning Man style. And then I sort of transformed that into a more modern style in London, like more, not modern, but more cosmopolitan, like rich kid style. Like it was more like
It was
how,
urban. It was like urban. It was like some shit.
yeah, urban, yeah.
It's like it's like something that somebody who listens to Frank Ocean would wear.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Super rich kids and nothing but loose friends. Yeah, yeah, exactly. That's what I was
I
thinking about.
stand out there upon the roof. I say I'll jump, I never do.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a good song.
I don't know. I know the lyrics, but I don't know them in order.
But yeah, like merging styles and like changing over time. Very interesting. And now in India right now I'm like exploring the different fabrics of India and stuff. And who knows what my style is gonna be. Like I'm just integrating everything. Like,
Yeah,
taking the lessons from
I've
each
seen
country.
I've seen the stuff, and you know, I just think like there's something that goes along with every energy, every energy thought, right? There's like
Hmm.
a way to dress for every single thought, like every single kind of type of person, right? So
Yeah.
if you just want to change the kind of person you are, you have to just change different because clothing is communication.
Yeah.
Style. This look, bro. Check this out. Do you see these, bro? It's dope, right? It's
Yeah.
it's just like it's like dude eyeliner. I don't know, but like I did it in such a fucking
It's
chaotic
guy
way.
liner. Yeah.
I did it like it looks like my like I have horns, like I'm wearing fucking like a red robe, bro. Like it
Yeah,
just seems
that's
cool.
that's
It
a
just
cool idea because it's like it reminds me of like a face tattoo almost, but it's like not. You know what I mean? It's like eyeliner. So it's like it gives you a different vibe. It's almost like war paint in the sides of the eyes, you know,
Hmm. Yeah.
which is really cool actually. Like that could be a new style for sure.
And you know what I love the most about it? That it's like it has nothing to do with the way that girls wear eyeliner. You know, the
Yeah,
way that
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
wearing it
It's
is just
different.
like they wouldn't do this shit. And like it's just
Yeah,
like, bro, like they look different. They're not even the same fucking on each side, but like
yeah,
it's
yeah.
just still a fucking vibe, bro. It's just a
It
fucking
is.
chaotic
Yeah,
vibe, you know.
yeah. Have you ever watched the movie Soul, the Disney one?
Bro, me and my
You
sister were trying to watch it. No, what's up?
Yeah, it's really fucking good. Yeah, so it has reference to the flow state. That's why I love it so much. But yeah, there are these mentors, or you can call them counselors, right? There's these counselors in the after realm or whatever that look kind of like Picasso's drawings. So they're the embodiment of everything in the universe, so that we can understand them better. So they basically look like Picasso's drawings, right? Like a nose that's big and like an eye that's popping out to one side, and it's very 2D looking, right? And
That's not
it,
Picasso. That's not Picasso style. Oh wait,
yeah,
no,
Picasso style
yeah.
is, yeah, it is kind of
So,
like that. Yeah.
uh,
Who are you thinking of? Basquiat? Maybe it's more Basquiat too.
no, I was from what you were talking. Are you talking about like surrealist, or are you talking or like cubism, or like what do you? What
Yeah, yeah,
style are you talking about?
Cubism kind
Cubism,
of.
okay, cubism
Yeah,
for sure, for sure, okay.
yeah,
Because
yeah, yeah.
I'm thinking the guy who he does his mustache like that.
Oh, Dali. Yeah,
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 yeah, Salvador Dali. He does that
yeah, yeah,
shit.
yeah. Mustache. That's his identifier. That's funny. Yeah, the melting clocks and stuff. Yeah, he was really surreal for sure.
Have you
He
ever
would
seen
like draw his
those
dreams.
watches that have um that have like that melting clock?
No,
Dude,
damn,
dude, I know.
that's
I want
lit.
one,
That's
bro. They
lit.
look so cool. They're so
That
cool.
seems lit.
Yeah.
Melting clock.
When I get rich, I'm gonna get into watches. I'm gonna buy me like a few nice watches just for fun.
Mm,
Bro, what are you investing in? Like, are you investing?
nah, not at this time, man. I'm way too,
Damn,
busy with other stuff to be investing right now.
damn, bro. What do you mean investing is just the thing you do like once a month?
Mm,
You
at
just
the same time,
you put your money where you know it's gonna grow, and then 5, 10 years from now you collect.
I know, but like the thing is, I don't know why, but I don't trust the banks here. Like,
Bro, well your money's in there anyway.
I know.
I think you might be able to download Coinbase.
Coinbase. See, a
Coinbase.
lot of these apps, like, they don't function
They
well
don't
in India
transfer.
or whatever.
They don't. I know Robin doesn't transfer. They couldn't.
Yeah, yeah.
Right,
Robinhood
but
didn't work.
Coinbase is trusted.
International? Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I'll try that one. Cool.
But
Let
for
me
sure
write that down.
because I mean, blockchain has the ability to take down Russia, to take down China, to take down America. Like if we all get into that shit, like the only way that's why they're suppressing us, right? And they're suppressing this information, right? And they call Bitcoin bad, and then the banks they go and buy it. Could you believe that bullshit?
Mm,
They tell the people, hey, it's dangerous, it's risky, and then they're the ones that go in there and buy millions of it and make billions. They become of the fucking. You saw the Social Network.
yeah, yeah.
So
The movie, yeah.
those twin guys,
Yeah, yeah.
they became billionaires off of Bitcoin.
Mm, damn. Bitcoin millionaire. That's a flex.
Billionaire,
Oh,
bro.
billionaire. Yeah. Bitcoin billionaire. It's like girl asks you, what do you do? I'm a Bitcoin billionaire. Damn.
I hopped in, bitch. Y'all were too slow.
That's a flex. It's a flex for sure.
For sure. Yeah, and Apple and stuff like that. Like so on Christmas, I got my dad these stocks. I bought stocks like for him, like on his behalf. and then
Nice.
they give you like the printout. It's like a certificate, and it's got like the code and shit, and it's like they just have to download the app, claim it, and but even if they don't claim it, like it's still there. It's like still owned, like by me, and then until they claim it, it's like theirs. So it's just like it's a cool gift to give. Like I'm gonna give you this
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, it is a cool gift. Yeah, because it's like it gives you a potential for more in the future, right? It's not just like a gift that finishes. It's a gift that keeps on giving.
It's a gift that keeps on giving. Yeah,
True.
yeah, dude, I did. Yeah, that's so dope. Hey, bro, well, even if you activate, if you watch, bro, I'm gonna give you a fucking strategy, bro. Tell people, like your international people, be like, okay, you can pay me, I don't know, like just say $5. $5 less if you pay me in Bitcoin, right? They're gonna be like, all right, right? They do it through Cash App, right? Cash App is pretty international. I'm pretty. You have Cash App, right? Yeah. So you activate your Bitcoin wallet, your blockchain wallet on Cash App. They pay you in Cash App, right? You keep the Bitcoin. Bitcoin, which is on the upswing, right? And is going to continue to go up for the next 20, 30, 40, 50 years and potentially stay extremely very high, right? And the dollar, which continues to go down and which has gone down something like 22% this year, in 2020, because all that printing. There's going to be more printing. Joe Biden's doing this. It's on the downfall, bro. Right? But Bitcoin's on. It's like you're going to make a lot more money, bro. I swear to you. Oh man, I want to implement it too. Because they came to me and I'm like, yeah, just you can pay me in Bitcoin. Pay me in Bitcoin. That's it. Pay me in Bitcoin.
Yeah, that sounds cool. I mean, I'm just trying to, I guess, become a more of a futurist and like see what is the potential of Bitcoin in the future. I guess we don't know, right? At this
Bro,
time,
we
we
do.
don't know.
We do, bro. We do.
Like, what is the
We do.
potential for it?
Bro, to get out of the debt slave system we are in.
Mm,
Where does money come from? Right? They print it out from the treasury. The treasury is not US owned, it's its own independent business.
right.
And they come in, they're like, all right, let's print this much money. And they're like, people, okay, now you owe us 2 billion. And they're like, just out of numbers, they're like, now, oh, there it is. Now you owe us 2 million. Now you got to pay us back. It's just a fake. They're fake. They're completely fake motherfuckers. I don't know how the fuck they maneuver their way into the system, but that's how the system works, bro. They because we're taking off the gold standard, right? You got taken off the gold standard because people were like, oh, they were trading in their dollars for the physical gold because
I
of
see.
the so they were trying to prevent a crash. So they did it on fiat system. That's what it's called now, a fiat system. But as all fiat systems tend to do, there's massive inflation. Inflation starts, right? We've seen it in El Salvador, right? Over there, like what is this in America? Let's just say it's $1. Over there, from their coin, this would be like 2,000. Because the inflation, it's like $1 doesn't matter anymore. Now we need 2,000 of them to be able to buy something as simple as this. Like you pay with shit in like huge numbers because the value
Yeah.
of the coin goes down. So that's what's happening in the US, the value. So that's why Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, Compound, um, and Compound is a coin. It's a different project, right? Think of them as projects, right? This project is where you put your Bitcoin up and whatever you own, um, and people use that money to buy stuff, right? And you get interest on the money, right? But it's still
Mm,
your Bitcoin. It's still your Bitcoin, right?
right.
But
What
you make
about
money
that?
off of it.
The
What's
the one you told me to download a while back. It was called Pi or something.
Pi? Yeah, I love pie behind. I love pie
Yeah,
behind. I don't know. I'm a bit. I guess I don't know. I just maybe I wasn't the most disciplined with it. It's something that has to take a lot of time. There's no.
yeah,
There's really no.
that's
There's really no guarantee. I'd rather just stay with stuff that has a bit more guarantee now. You know.
mm,
But
yeah,
if it ends up doing good, well, I mean, I have my account. You know, it's still there. I cashed some money. Have like 2K pie. So if it is ever worse, then I'll have 2K.
yeah. I still have the app, so I'm just like thinking, like, yeah, what if I revisit it after a while and just like it becomes this huge thing, right? Yeah, that's cool. Currency is a very interesting topic. We should bring on someone on this podcast who's like a Bitcoin person and definitely talk with them. That would be cool.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, how else have you been, I guess, spending your time or surviving, thriving during this time, man?
I still always take cold showers.
Yeah,
And you know what I realized? It's like don't even. I accepted that this is what I'm gonna do for the rest of my life. So it's no longer I'm gonna take a cold shower. It's I'm gonna take a shower.
yeah.
It's just a shower
It's
now. It's
just a
just
norm. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, man. And when people actually, when you tell people that, oh, you take cold showers and stuff, like they become like, some people are like, oh, what? You do what? And some of them are like, oh, yeah, I know. And then others are just like, oh, I do it too. So there'll be different reactions.
you know what
Like,
I want to do now, and it's gonna be completely different, right? I want to start taking. So what's all right? Let me ask you. What is your most favorite thing that the first world has that the third world doesn't, right? But it's such a basic necessity, but the first world has it better, right? Which one? Tell me
clean
yours.
water.
Clean water.
I don't know.
I think there's clean water in both. I think there's clean
Yeah.
water in both places. For me, it's the shower.
Hmm.
In a first world country, the water goes, nice and thick. In first world, it's like
Spray.
it's like dude,
Yeah.
it's uneven. It comes out uneven, right?
Uh,
And
yeah, that's a
I
weird,
don't know
yeah, that's
why,
a weird
bro.
distinction. Yeah, yeah, that's
But
true.
it's
It's true.
freaking true as hell, bro. In my grandma's house, that's just I was just like, bro. So I was like, I want to become more humble, right? Because I know if I keep myself humbled, I will not be humbled, right? So I want to start taking bucket showers where it's like
That's what they
this.
do here in India, yeah, for real.
Uh-huh.
They fill
Yeah,
up a
and it's
bucket,
like,
yeah.
bro, they do that, bro. They do
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
And and I realized like you could essentially do that. You could just take a bucket and forget the fucking all that water that you use up. You're using a lot of extra water by doing that. It's just like I want to be
yeah.
more conservative and I want to be more respectful to the water that I'm using. And it's like humbling to earth. Humbling. What am I humbling to? I'm being humble to
In
earth.
nature. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. True, true that, man. A lot of us forget that, like, the earth is a part of the cycle of nature, and how everything works together. There's a whole ecosystem that runs separately from the city or something, right? On how all the animals communicate with each other and all the plants communicate with each other, right? Is this whole thing happening without us like adding our human thing to it? So I think that, yeah, buckets are a great invention. Have you ever heard of like have you heard of a crab in the bucket mentality
Yeah.
ever?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So like this chick Odelia, she was on my podcast recently. She's like a friend from college. She was saying she has this thing called reverse crab in a bucket uh, idea or whatever, right? It's like instead of pulling each other down back into the bucket, it's like we help each other, you know, get
Out
out
of the
of the
bucket.
bucket together. Yeah. out of the shitty situation or out of the negative, circumstance. So it's like, what if instead we weren't the crabs that, like, tall poppy syndrome gets cut, right? The tallest poppy gets cut in Australia, they say. Instead of that, why not just like help you build it even taller? Like reverse it, just reverse engineer, or like,
Bro,
yeah,
I resonate with that tall poppy syndrome, bro.
yeah,
I resonate a lot with that. I don't know. I've heard of it. I'm not too familiar with it right now, but I do know that I do resonate with the essence of it, because the essence of it is like the highest one, the one that stands out gets chopped up.
down, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and I definitely have felt that, like, where I'm still getting out of this myself, where I'll kind of shy away of like being like full God mode,
Yeah,
like,
full god mode. Yeah.
because I know like people are gonna, like, sometimes it's gonna freak people out. They're gonna people uncomfortable. Sometimes people get jealous. They start talking.
Yeah.
They just start being like rude. Like, it's just like sometimes it's just best to be like they'll make fun of you for having something good. They're like, oh, this nigga got new shoes. Oh, like, like they'll make you feel bad for your own strengths.
Right,
You know.
right.
So I'm still getting over that, but I'm evolving. I ain't perfect, and I never fucking said I was. So if you thought I was perfect, stop having fantasies about people.
Yeah, nobody's perfect, man. That's a real hard truth, huh? It's like nobody's perfect, but why not strive towards perfection? I think it's okay to strive towards something that you think is your ideal, but if you get really, really micromanaging, and like, it just takes you away from the present a lot of times when you get really like nitpicky about little things, like super little things, like, oh man, the cheese grater isn't in the right, portion of this room or whatever. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But that's a weird example, but you know what I mean? Like certain people are very, very, I guess, obsessive compulsive to the degree of like it has to be that way, and anything different to that doesn't merge with my reality, and so I'm gonna crumble my entire identity. But instead, it's like, okay, that happened. Now it's my choice how I react to it. This is why I like Stoicism. It's like you always have a response, like how something happens that determines the final result. It's like how you handle that, right? So let someone, you know, let's say goes behind your back and does something. It's like how you respond to that will get you a better friend, or heal that relationship, or just completely like cut them off or make you feel worse, or you have these choices or consequences that you can do in different situations. So it's like you're always at the choice point, you're always the person who decides, and the current circumstances that we find ourselves in is always our choice, and that's not easy to accept at times, but it's true. Like we've put our thought, energy, actions, emotions into the things, right? So it's like, uh, what are you thinking about, bro? You seem very deep in thought.
I was thinking about like, I wonder how Pikachu fucks. No, I'm kidding. I was just looking at your face, and it was like morphing. It's like morphing. It's like morphing. Yeah,
Morphine.
it's like if there's like a little ball, right, a little circle, and then it was like, it was like, how on a desktop and it gets quiet, and it does like tweet, 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 tweet. It's just like a thing that goes on repeat, right? But it's like really slow. Well, that's how I see it on your face, right? But it's like your face expanding. So sometimes like your eye gets bigger, and then sometimes like your forehead's bigger, and then sometimes your cheeks bigger.
Yeah, my face is it does morph at times, my face, for sure.
Oh shit, for real, bro. I told you was
Yeah,
a fucking reptilian. Everybody's a reptilian.
it does
Look,
morph. Like
he's touching his
I
third eye.
someone told me the other day that like my third eye was activated because it was super red. Like it was just red here, and I was like, why is it red? Like what's happening there? And, like it's just red, No, it's just activated. I don't know what's happening. You sure it's not an allergic reaction? And I was like, no, it's not actually. It's just red. Like, it's just heat over there. Like, so something's happening with my physical body, actually. Like, I'm morphing, dude. I'm actually morphing. You're right. Biokinesis. That's what it's called, biokinesis.
I was gonna get a tattoo on the back of my head, but then
That says biokinesis. That's lit.
no, it was gonna be a lotus. It was gonna be like a geometric shape. But the lady, she made me realize that it wouldn't pop, right? So, and she said it was gonna cost like $400 anyway, and I was like, what the fuck? I came in here thinking like I'm gonna spend like 120, right? And next thing you know, it's like so because it's a sensitive place, and yeah. But she
Yeah.
said like it's not because the head is such an organic. It's like a rock, you know. It's all like it doesn't have like a perfect shape. That geometric shape, especially a symmetrical one like the one I wanted, would not bop. I just wouldn't bop.
Right, right. Symmetry, yeah. Symmetry is sexy, for sure. Like
So
anything that's symmetrical, that's just like, yeah. Just aesthetically it looks good.
yeah, one day I'll tat the back of my head when I have enough money. Maybe like
Maybe like a
3
small one
years.
on the bottom, like, that'd be cool. Like some text on the bottom. That'd be lit as well. Or yeah, like a geometric pattern. Geometric patterns are cool as fuck, actually.
Shit.
But it depends.
I'm debating whether to get the tattoo that I was gonna get. This was a lotus inside of a triangle. Maybe I'll put it behind my back where my navel chakra is, my back navel. But I was thinking because my sister she's paying for a bit of it. She's gonna pay for up to like she pay $80 of it because that's
Yeah.
my Christmas gift. So she's like, um, I was thinking maybe I'll just go ahead and get the eagle tattoo that I want to get on my chest. Right.
Mm. Kind of
So
reminds me. Have you ever seen Cobra Kai
mm,
on Netflix?
no, I've seen it at the beginning, but I was like, I really don't want to watch it.
It gets better. It gets a lot better.
Yeah.
Like the whole season. Yeah, the whole season it gets really interesting. Yeah, the guy Hawk, he has like a hawk tattoo on his back. Like that's how he
Mm,
makes his character transformation because he has a cleft lip. Like his lip is
mm.
messed up, and so he gets like a mohawk, like a Vince Kelvin mohawk,
I saw
as
that
well as
nigga.
a yeah, yeah.
I saw it on a Charisma on Command. They did a fucking video
Oh,
and
really? They
they
did a
used the
breakdown of him?
no they did a breakdown of like manhood and the
Damn.
show.
Wow. That's wild. I didn't know that. I have to check that out. But yeah, you should ask this guy, Tattoo Addicts, ADDIX. You should just message him. Like he has he's like a tattoo guy for IMC. So he'll give you like advice, like what tattoo to get or like what's aesthetically going well or stuff like that. Also, one of my exes is a tattoo artist. You can ask her. I
How
don't
do
mind.
you so it's the word tattoo and then what?
Addicts, ADDIX, I
It's just
believe.
a straight word. It's just tattoo addicts, no dots and stuff.
Yeah, yeah,
A addicts. Is it ADDIX?
yeah,
Is this guy?
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Addicts to the ink. Yeah. Okay.
This is nice. Yeah, bro. And then I'm thinking my knees as well. I want to do my knees because, like, I like to tattoo myself in badass spots. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I just did like let's just say the one on my neck is right on the edge. That's that right there. That's sexy as hell. Like, you know, it's just right on the tip. It's like right on
Yeah.
the
It's fair.
edge. It's like edging on you. It's
Yeah.
like flirting with you.
It merges with the personality and the persona you're creating, so it works. Oh, did you see this? So there's this Indian guy in IMC, right? His name
Bro,
is
you
Viv.
fucking bro. Only you would be able to say that because of fucking psychoanalytics, bro.
Psychoanalytics, yeah.
Bro, 'cause
Um,
that's what you fucking did. You said it only works because it's the expression of who you of like what you're doing, right? And it's like
Yeah, but it's like
Yeah.
it's such an obvious thing, but it's
Yeah.
only visible from a certain scope, bro. You have to be at a
Mm,
certain place, bro.
yeah.
Goddamn.
Yeah.
Vibes.
What was I saying?
Tattoo?
So, oh yeah, so there's this guy in IMC called Vivek, right? He's like he's also in my other program with Vince. He got a face tat, right? He's an Indian guy, got a face tat. It says like one life over one eye, like one thing on the side. And after AZD told him to get it, like he
Oh,
just immediately got it.
it's the guy that looks like AZD, right? He's bald too. He has a
He's
beard.
bald, yeah.
And he has a
He's
beard.
bald.
He's Indian. I think he's Indian, right?
Yeah, he's Indian.
Yeah, 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 bro.
Yeah, so he immediately got it, you know, and we were like, the whole group was surprised, like this guy actually went all the way in, you know, to the advice, like, and like started implementing, like, oh,
Bro, that's what you gotta do.
it was wild, man, like this Indian guy, you know, that is
You
from
know,
0 to 100.
do you know Javier? Javier, Dr. Zombie?
No.
No, he was one of Yadovir's students. He
Oh.
occasionally has conversations with me.
Mhm.
He sent me the picture of him, of the guy you're talking about. And he's like, bro, how did he change so fast? And I was like, it's simple.
Yeah,
He followed what his mentor told him to
exactly.
do.
No ego, just do it. Yeah,
Yeah, he fucking
it's
looks
true.
great, bro. He looks
Yeah,
great. He's got a
looks way
vibe.
better than he did for sure. His transformation is. So yeah, I'm also a little bit like you know, jealous of that transformation because I'm like, damn, like, you know. But then I look back like years from now and then I see myself and I'm like, damn, never mind. Like I see pictures from like 3 years ago or some shit or 4 years ago and I'm like, yeah, there's definitely been a lot of changing happening.
Yeah, man, that's important. That's if that as long as you feel that you've gone through something, that you're going through something, and that you're gonna come out as something else. As long as you keep that vision and so that you're gonna come out
That's what it
as
is.
something.
Mm. That's what it is. You got to hold the vision and keep holding it, keep holding it. Because we forget about the vision at times, right? It's like we get distracted by things or like other things come up. But if you just keep holding the vision, like Mr. Miyagi said, you know, just imagine the tree and nothing else in
Mhm.
Karate Kid. Just imagine the tree. There's nothing else in your mind, just the tree.
Really interestingly, you said hold it in mind, and then keep holding it.
Yeah. Keep holding it, but then it's got to be
So
an action step after that. You can't just hold it forever and not do anything about it.
because you want to live in flow, and holding
Yeah.
is then the masculine, and
Yeah.
the flow is masculine and feminine. So what's the feminine here? It's the letting go. So you have to be in an act of letting go and holding on at the same time. It's crazy, right? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually.
And what is it that you have to be letting go of? You let go of how you think it's going to turn out, how you think it's going to happen, how you think it's going to manifest. Just know that it's there, right? But stop trying to force it out a specific outlet.
Yeah. Again, it's the whole perfection angle, right? It's like letting go of the perfectionism. It's like just let it happen as it's supposed to organically happen. Like stop putting like, you know, different like 700 barriers in between, you know? Just let it organically flow and like go through the crevices and do what it needs to do to come out of the other side. Yeah, it's really true, man. Very true. Let go of wanting to control the outcome, the attachment to it. Because attachment is a frequency of fear. We're scared of it, so we're attached.
And that is why it is difficult, because it's this weird kind of unattached attachment,
Yeah.
right? It you're
Unattached
attached because you're attached. Let me replace that. You're connected.
Yeah, I was just
Because
about to say that, bro. I was just about to say that. Shit. Okay.
because
You're
so
connected. Yeah.
you're connected to everything. You're connected to the past, to the present, to the future, to the now, to everyone, to your mom, your auntie, the poster that's looking at me behind me, it's staring at me. It's staring. I'm scared. Don't tell me it's behind me.
That's a subliminal message too. It says couture, so it reminds you of fashion. You know, you get an
Oh
instant
really?
subliminal hit.
That's what it means. Oh, damn. All right. Perspective shift.
Detective.
Bro. Love vibing with you, bro. Love vibing with you.
It's all vibes in the end of the day. You know, everything is a vibe. The reason we watch people online is a vibe. The reason what we do is a vibe.
Mm.
And everything is communication. Even silence is communication.
Hey yo, so let's release the course. Um, money mindset mastery, something like that. You remember that?
Yeah, yeah. We were
Um,
also gonna do one for to get over breakups. I remember.
yeah, but I think this one's already done, bro. We fucking did it a long time ago.
Yeah,
It's there. It's fucking there. It's literally just there. Just needs the next step to follow through. Like, um,
yeah. Let's do it.
let's we should
It's a
let's set
lot
up a
about
day.
money story and yeah.
Let's set up like some days, and we can record it like a few days at a time. Um, um, we'll read it, we'll go over it, and we'll be like, okay, today let's let's cover this, let's cover this, let's cover this. Like we don't have to cover it. We don't have to do it all at once. We could
Mhm.
do it like I don't know. I think as long as we dedicate like 2 hours a week, right?
Yeah,
That seems tight. I don't know,
that
but
would be lit.
every Wednesday, let's just say every Wednesday and every Friday, we could work on it. Does that work with you?
Yeah, yeah. Every Wednesday and Friday. Yeah. So I was thinking it could be like a weekly thing. So it would be like a course, or like a 7 week course where people transform their money mindset. So it'd be like, yo, this is week one. Welcome. We're talking about beliefs, and then we break down beliefs or stories or whatever. The mind.
Mm-hmm. And they should have like some homework that they should do for like
Exactly.
4 days straight, a 4 days
Yeah.
straight like homework.
Yeah.
Um, and then until like they finish that, then they can go to the next one. Yeah,
They go on to the next round. Yeah.
that's a move. That's a move. Hey, let's hook these niggas up on Bitcoin, bro. They need to get on Bitcoin. We'll add it. We'll add it. We'll add it.
We'll add it. We'll add different things to it. Yeah, for sure. Hmm.
Because I've grown so much in my understanding of money right now than before, right? Whereas now I feel like I was speaking about this with Nick today, Nick Gnosis, and I was saying how like when you're doing something spiritual for something like a spiritual healing session with somebody, I feel weird about charging, bro. You know, it's just like straight up. It's just it feels
Yeah, money
uncomfortable.
and spirituality. Money and spirit. We definitely have to break that down. Yeah.
But see, what I
Yeah.
realized was like, yo, if I can't take care of myself, that's not godly, right? So if I'm giving you my time, that's what I'm charging you for. I'm giving you for my time, right? Time and value, my energy, you know, like honoring my energy more and being like, yeah, that okay, that's value right there. And I'm giving out my value. I'm giving out my energy, right? And I'm ending up broke. So that's not godly. Being broke is not godly. Not being able to buy food for my dog is not godly.
Yeah, and the way I think about it is like the word resource has the word source in it, so you're coming back to source. We all need resources, so it's like it's just a reminder to come back to like why we're doing what we're doing. It's like you know we do spiritual work because we are a divine vessel for God's energy. Like we are doing it so for a higher purpose or a higher calling. And if we don't charge for it, it's like that work is priceless by itself. You know what I mean? Like you can't really put a price point on it, but if you do put a value on it, then what you're putting value on is your own time, your own energy, your own values, your own, preparation, your own skill sets in regards to that. So I think that it is important to charge people for spiritual work, but it doesn't have to be in the same light as how someone's trying to sell you a car. You know what I mean? Like there's a different process to it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sometimes people feel more comfortable just doing like donation based, and
Yeah.
like I don't even want to look at it, you know. But I feel like there's some sort of shame still around it, even in that sense,
Yeah.
right? Because it's like you don't know what you're gonna get, but I guess in the end, it still turns out all right.
Yeah, that's the moral of this story. All right, let's end it here, brother. So for the people listening, we are thinking about this course. So if you are interested, shoot us a message. We'll add you on the wait list. And when we start, we can kick it off with it. Um, and yeah, excited to learn more.
Yeah, yeah. Definitely, everybody. Thanks for kicking it with us. This is 902.7. Thanks for tuning in for a Better Man Radio, and have a good motherfucking day. Oh,
Peace.
and
Good.
sorry. I'll come back because you go. Did you read our books yet? You had to read neuroplasticity method and
Theatro.
theatroplasticity method and command respect. So get them on Amazon, read them up, and you fucking level up in life. All right, don't be a fucking dead cow. Yeehaw!
If you would like to contact Sumed for peak performance coaching, go to @FlowZone Academy on Instagram. That's FLOZONE Academy. If you would like to connect to your higher self, contact Ivan at odd.resilience. That's ODD.resilience. Also, make sure you follow the Better Man podcast on Instagram. See you next time.